Hi there, Miriam and Ori here with a tarot reading for May 24th, 2017. Thanks for joining us. Today I've done a 4-card spread with a card of the day, a card focusing on what we're releasing today, a card focusing on what we're increasing, and also an advice card to round it out. I'll also be reading the Shadow card and the Higher Self card, which are the cards at the bottom and top of the deck after shuffling, because I feel like they provide a lot of insight into a reading, which is especially useful today because I've got this card of the day, which is the Page of Swords, and I'm just drawing a blank. Like I've stopped and started this video several times, trying to come up with a message for this guy, which I think is actually part of the message, because the Page of Swords is somebody who's maybe a little bit indecisive. As you can see, he's holding his sword to his chest, not quite sure how to use it yet. So this is about new ideas coming in and sort of feeling them out, working with them, and waiting to see where they'll take you. It's kind of interesting that this is our card of the day because it's also Ori's significator, because he's a Libra sun. So swords is the suit of air. So anybody with an air sign has a swords card as their significator. Anyway, so what we're working on releasing today is the Queen of Wands reversed. So upright, this would be about sort of nurturing your passion, of getting things in order so that you can really work with it, basically, to tend to it, to help it grow, like that sunflower there. I just noticed that. But anyway, when it's reversed, it's about remembering to stand up for what you want, but also keeping in mind not to get mad, not to maybe act out specifically in a passive-aggressive way. It's not assuming that anybody can read your mind, but it's also a reminder to stay warm in all your dealings with other people. Yes. And so that makes sense considering what we are increasing today is temperance. So this is the realization that you are at a very balanced point in your life, that you've come through maybe something kind of difficult, but you're definitely in the calm after the storm, potentially the calm before another one, but the point here is to enjoy the period of calm, to really, immerse yourself in it in such a way that you're able to realize the way that you want to connect with the rest of the world. As you can see, she's pouring a smaller vessel into a bigger one, so it's like figuring out what you can contribute, what you can pour out of yourself, but in such a way that it fills up another person or another group or something like that. So that's very nice. But our advice, though, is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So this one, kind of agreeing with that page of not being sure what to do with a new idea, the Wheel of Fortune reversed reminds you not to push something, to, again, hang back, let things unfold organically, and not trying to spin the wheel when it's not ready to turn. So, this is like accepting that the season hasn't changed yet. You're still working on things that need to be worked on, even if you're not feeling sure of how you're going to complete that work. It's just about staying in that headspace, continuing to think about what you need to think about in order to get that wheel moving again when the time is right. So, our shadow card today was the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So again, that agrees that today is not the day to get that idea moving. We're still working on it. We're still in the baby planning phases, like even just figuring out the ideas that we're going to plan with in a way. So the Higher Self card, though, is the Ace of Wands. So again, that reinforces that whatever ideas we're coming up with, they are good ones, and they will ignite when they're ready to. But for now, we're just sort of lighting the match still. We're still working out the initial details. like even pre-planning ones. Yes, even pre-planning details. So, when I do a tarot reading, I have a sort of little system that I do after I look at the initial cards. So I first look at how many major arcana cards there are, and there were 2 today. We had the Wheel of Fortune reversed and Temperance. So what I like to do is add up the numbers of those. So that gave me 24, which reduces to a 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. So I almost read that as another major arcana card, which is the Lovers. So a sort of underlying message of our overall reading today is to listen to your intuition, to make the best possible choices today. It's a day to really think from the heart and think beyond the ego. So if something gets you kind of fired up, like that Queen of Wands reversed, notice that and rise above it. Don't speak from that sort of mean place. Don't let it, again, turn you sort of passive-aggressive. So if you notice something that you don't like, I don't know, just something out of place, instead of voicing that, just deal with it. Don't create waves where there don't need to be any. Yeah. So the next step that I do is I look at the court cards present. So we have the Queen of Wands reversed, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and the Page of Swords. So yeah, today is really about getting back to basics. Don't get mad. Yeah, like we already said. Yeah, maintain a gentle, thoughtful directness. That'll serve you very well. So try to be as clear as you can with what you want today, what you need, in order to get started with something soon. Yeah, the only other sort of note I had was that, in terms of the minor arcana cards present, there are no cups today. So that's a big reminder to infuse everything you do with as much love as possible, because you're going to kind of have to dig for that. But, yeah. Otherwise today, hold on to any ideas you have, write them down if you can, for when the time is right to act on them. And otherwise, yeah, just know that if you're feeling a little hesitant, that's normal. That's pretty much how we're all feeling. And yeah, stay warm, stay loving, and yeah, get excited about that new idea. So thanks for watching. If you're interested in a reading with me, you can find me on Etsy by searching Tantramar Taroscopes. I'm also on Instagram with the handle @TaroscopeMim. And you can find me on Facebook under Tantramar Taroscopes as well. So if you do look me up on Etsy, feel free to use the coupon code THANKS15 for 15% off your purchase at checkout. And I look forward to working with you. And we'll talk to you again soon. Say bye-bye, Ori. Bye-bye.